All right, today we're going to do a video about hamstring stretches using your wall and then just a basic towel, because not everybody has a yoga strap. But if you do have a yoga strap, you could use that instead. But otherwise, this is just like a kitchen towel. So I'm going to turn up the volume here just in case. There we go. All right, so you're going to start on your hands and knees. And I've got just a squishy mat. You can use a yoga mat here. You're just going to put one foot forward. So the goal here is to extend the length from the knee to the heel. So if you can, kind of scoot the foot forward. We're going forward and back, stretching the hamstring here, but also getting some stretch right here. That's actually going to help when we stretch this side for the hamstring. So just go forward and back to kind of warm up the upper leg movement into the hip socket. And when you shift back, you're straightening the leg. You're not coming to sit here, but you're keeping the weight over the back knee. So just go forward and back a few times. You want to do both sides. When you come forward, you feel this hip flexor stretch. And then when you sit back, you're lengthening and stretching the back of the leg. So do that on both sides. Just kind of switch. And you'll notice one side is a little different. One side might feel like it's got more space. Again, stretch back and then come forward. You can untuck the toes there. I don't have a lot of space right here, so my mat is a little bit folded up. So you're going forward and back. Then you're going to come right next to your wall. So come to sitting next to your wall. Hip is actually touching the wall here. And I'm going to just move to the side, so scooting. And then lay down. That way your feet can be on the wall here. So we're going to scoot until your backside is touching the wall. And we're going to actually use the wall for good alignment. We're laying on our back, so our spine is nice and long and supported. Use the towel on the ball of the foot. And then stretch the toes to the space behind the head. If you need to, little bend in the knee. And then from right here, you can kind of straighten and bend. And then there's not a lot of intensity on this other leg. So right now I've got my right leg. We're going to take the leg out to the side and feel the inner thigh stretch, and just go as far as feels good. Maybe put a little bend in the knee. Just long, deep breaths. I suggest 3 to 5 breaths in both of these positions. Hamstring here, and then leg out to the side. And then you're going to take the leg across. Feel the stretch right outside the hip. Keep this leg against the wall here. And then you're going to come back to center. Bring the towel onto both feet and start to bend the knees out to the side and bringing your heels down towards your backside. You're drawing the arches of your feet towards your chin and gently pressing the knees outward. So it's just going to give you a little symmetry. You can go side to side here. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Now feel free to spend more time. I just want you to understand what to do here. Stretch the heel up towards the sky. If you need some space, give yourself some range of motion here by softly bending the knee and then straightening it. Again, especially with that leg against the wall, if you need to bend it a little bit, that's okay. Just be maybe further away from the wall. Like my backside currently isn't touching the wall, but as you get more flexibility, I want you to scoot closer so that your seat is touching the wall. And then the leg goes out to the side, feeling the inner thigh stretch. And then take the leg across and feel that outer thigh, outer hip. And you'll probably feel some stretch outside the knee. So press out through the heel. Again, find that symmetry by bringing the soles of the feet together, drawing the arches of your feet towards your chin. And then I have one more for you because it's going to help you stretch the outsides of your hips. This is helping stretch the hips. It's all connected. So all these large muscles, outsides of the glutes and hamstrings, quads. So maybe take both legs up, stretch, but just come as far as feels good. And then the whole time since you're on your back, you're keeping good alignment in your spine. Now let's stretch the hips a little bit more, and that's going to give you more space for your hamstrings. So ankle to knee here. And just kind of feel like your knee is pressing towards the wall. And then if you can, I want you to bend this knee. As you bend that knee and put it on the floor, on the wall, this shin is coming towards you. And you're going to feel the intensity of the stretch outside of this leg here. Nice deep breath in and out. And then we're going to switch the leg. And just switch ankle to knee. And then bend this knee as much as possible, bringing the leg closer to you. You can feel that deep stretch outside the hip here. Press the knee towards the wall. If you need less stretch, again, straighten that leg a little bit more. Just kind of play with it. But spend some time doing these stretches to help get you some space in your hamstrings and your hips. That's ultimately also going to give you more range of motion for your back. It's all connected. Maybe spend some time just pressing the heels up to the sky, pointing and flexing the feet here. And then as you can, kind of scoot closer. Another thing you can do, obviously I would want my both legs against the wall, but spending some time in this position, if you need to bend the knees, that's also a good option. Just as you get range of motion, just breathe into the space that your body will go into, and then every time you come to these stretches, you'll get more space. Let's spend one more breath in and out. And then softly bend the knees. Roll to your side. Practice these a few times a week, if you can do it daily, and spend more time in each stretch. That way you can get more range every time you come to these stretches. All right, bye-bye.